The old version of me would talk to himself like he couldn't achieve anything, like he couldn't achieve any goals, that he couldn't achieve anything in himself. He couldn't better his physique, he couldn't better his body, he couldn't better his mind, he couldn't better his confidence, he couldn't better his whole situation. And this old version of me was sad, upset, hating his own reality, hating him as a person, hating literally every area of himself, living in constant sadness, constant pain, literally going up to people and not giving his best self. He'd be around his family and he'd be zoned out and he'd be hating his own reality and hating his own self. And I had a lot of experiences of that, where I'd literally be around my family. And I remember a key experience, literally back in 2019, we were at this place near the center where we were, and we literally talking and talking and talking, and I wasn't in the conversation. I was in a depressed mindset. I hated everything about myself. I hated everything about my reality. I hated everything about me as a person. I literally was crushed in my own self to the point I wasn't even speaking. My family found it weird. My brother was over from Finland. He found it weird. And I was just crushed in my own reality and crushed in my own self, just deeply sad, just looking into the nothing, trying to feel a sense of happiness or a sense of just some type of feeling instead of just negativity. And I was stuck in the past. I was stuck in myself. I was stuck in all these areas where I hated myself and looking at all the negatives about my life, negatives about myself, negatives about everything, telling myself I'm terrible, telling myself I can't do anything, telling myself that I'm fucking shit, telling myself that nothing's gonna happen for me and nothing's good in my life. It's a terrible position to be in. A terrible position to be in. And now it's a lot different. And I think you can see by the channel and the constant uploads and how I better my body, all these different areas that I better myself in, my confidence and how I come across on camera, that I'm in a better position now and I'm in a more happier position now. And overall, I want you lot to talk to yourself in a more positive way. Because if I talk to myself in a more optimistic, positive way, then if I literally told myself, no, you can achieve this, you can get out of this situation, this terrible situation that you're in, you can better your mind, you can build a stronger mindset, you can build a stronger mind frame. This is actually allowing you to improve in a sense because you're battling your mind. Imagine if you get over your mind, imagine what you can achieve then. Imagine how much better you'd be if you're able to actually get over your mind on these days like this. I'd be in a lot more positive position. I'd be a lot more further on in my journey, and I'd be a lot more in a positive frame of my own mindset and my own self. And even in these days, I'd force myself to go to the gym. I'd force myself to literally just get up and do stuff, but I didn't have the positive talk behind it. I didn't have that optimistic mindset behind it, if that made sense. I was just doing it to try to get out of that depression and that sadness, but it wasn't necessarily getting me out of that sadness, if that makes sense, because my mind wasn't okay. My mind wasn't okay. And this is when I started dabbling in meditation then as well. And it gave me a little sense of gratitude and happiness for my own reality, which is beautiful, and a sense of happiness and gratitude for the future, because I was looking at law of attraction meditations and all this. But they were good in a sense to give me that vision, but I just wasn't putting the work ethic behind it to that vision. But if I spoke to myself more positively in them times, if I told myself, now if you get some good stuff done today, if you lay a few foundations today, you getting up, you working out, you going to the gym, you talking to people, you building a bit of more of a positive mentality, working towards a little goal you want to achieve, building yourself up into someone you want to achieve, maybe trying towards that goal today that you want to achieve, that certain thing you want to achieve, I would have had a much more positive mindset. I would have had a much more better mindset in myself, a better reality in myself, if that makes sense, because I would have that positive outlook on the future, and I'd be talking to myself positively whilst acting on that as well. And there's a weird thing that comes when you talk to yourself more positively. Over time, your reality kind of shifts in a weird way. So now I'm able to look at my reality in a positive light. Even when negative things are happening, even when stressful situations are happening in my life now, I'm able to find the positives. Oh, I'm going to be able to learn from this. What can I actually find in the same situation that is good? And it's a beautiful thing overall, and it's a beautiful thing for yourself. But it comes from you talking to yourself in a positive way, an optimistic way, a better way, a way that actually improves you. Because let's say you speak to yourself negatively. I can't achieve that. I can't do that thing. Let's say there's a girl over there. Say there's a girl over there all the way in the woods. Let's say that. And you have a negative outlook. I can't talk to her. I'm going to mess up on my words. I'm going to stumble on my words. I'm going to literally embarrass myself, make myself feel terrible, make myself feel bad. There's no point. You don't want me. And you go up and you're just awkward, you're shy, or you don't even go up. You've literally failed that own opportunity because of your own mindset. But if you told yourself, I can go up to her, I can make her laugh, I can make her smile, I can make her feel good. And this is what I've had to do before. I can make her feel good, I can make her feel funny, I can say something funny, I could literally talk to her and make her laugh. You have a more positive outlook on that situation. And even if that situation goes wrong, it's actually positive for yourself, because you're going to go up and you're going to talk. And even if you get rejected or whatever, you're more likely to have a better interaction. But if you have a negative mindset through that thing, you're not going to help yourself, and you're not going to even get that interaction, if that makes sense, because you're going to downplay yourself so much before. And that's what happens with a lot of things that we do. We literally downplay ourselves before, so we didn't try something. Let's say you're in the gym and you're about to lift a certain weight. Let's say you're about to lift a certain weight and you have the mindset of, I can push this, I can push this. Even with me in the gym, sometimes I put too much weight on. Sometimes, like, I put too much weight on, say, the bench press. Say 140 kilo. I done 135 kilo last week, but so I put that much weight on the machine. And then I literally believe in myself so much that I try towards it and I get like half a rep. But if I didn't try, I wouldn't have even got that half a rep. So I wouldn't even know that I could achieve that in a future tense, if that makes sense. If I didn't constantly try to progressive overload from when I started at 110 kg to 135, which is my 1 rep max now, 1.5 rep max, I wouldn't have known, if that made sense, if I didn't keep trying to push the barrier and having the mindset that I can achieve that. If that makes sense. Same with this YouTube channel. If I didn't make content constantly, if I didn't try every day, trying to get better, trying to push content, trying to make it better and better, and keeping that positive mindset, I wouldn't have seen the amount of subs that I've got now. I wouldn't have seen the amount of comments that I've got now. And that's a beautiful thing. And it's the same thing with everything else. Same thing with everything else. You just got to literally talk to yourself like you can achieve something. And then when you try towards it, you're going to be more likely to achieve that thing. Even if it takes time, even if it takes effort. If you speak to yourself in a positive way, like, you can do that. And you just got to build up. For example, say you're trying to hit a PR in the gym and you're trying to hit a certain weight. If you build up over time, you'll be able to do that a lot better. Let's say the example of a girl over there. If you have a positive outlook on yourself and you can build yourself up to a version that's able to attract a girl over there, or you can have a go now, and if you get rejected, you can use that as motivation to better yourself. You can literally learn and be better from that situation and use it as a positive thing for yourself, if that makes sense. And use that to better you, instead of using it as a negative and staying in that same sadness, that same pain, that same harsh reality where you hate yourself. So the message overall in this video is talk to yourself in a more positive way. Give yourself a more positive outlook on your own life. Tell yourself positive things about your reality. Let's say, for example, now, the beautiful green leaves, the ability to breathe, the beautiful weather. It's actually warm today for once. It's been raining all the fucking time, but it's warm today for once. The ability to talk on the camera, the shape I'm in. There's a lot of positives that I got right now. If that makes sense. I got water, I got a bag, I got so many positive things that I can look at in this reality. But you can also look at the negatives. And if you tell yourself positive things about yourself, like, I'm good on camera, I can talk on camera, I can literally make people listen to me, help people, you're going to be more likely to do them things, if that makes sense. But in comparison, if you told yourself you're negative, you're terrible, you can't talk to anyone on camera, you're rubbish, and like you even see in my body language, it has an effect on your own reality and your own self, and it has an effect on your whole outlook on your own reality. If I view everything as negative, I hate nature, I hate the bugs around me, all this, I can literally view this whole reality as negative. And that's why we need to talk to ourselves in a positive way and a positive light, and think about how what we say to ourselves will benefit us in the future. If you think, if I talk to myself in a positive way now, and I try towards these goals, and I keep a positive outlook, I keep a positive mindset, I can achieve this, I can achieve this, I can achieve this. You're going to have a more positive reality in the future, and you're going to be more likely to achieve that thing. I could build up to that over time, and you keep trying, you keep that positive outlook. Oh, I'm going to keep trying. You're going to be more likely to achieve that thing. But if you had the negative outlook, if something goes wrong and then you give up and you're terrible and you're shit and you tell yourself that, then you're going to just experience the negativity of that. If that makes sense, you're just going to experience negativity. So talk to yourself positively, optimistically, give yourself positive reinforcement, tell yourself you can do that thing. And even if you fail at that thing, use that as reinforcement in the future that you can achieve that thing because you've tried, and however far you got, you can try again, you can better your situation. If I try this, if I better this, that situation may go better. I may be able to build better in that, and I may be able to achieve that. And that's the message in this video. I hope you lot got a lot of value. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for your love, recently. It means the world. Thank you.